And this breaking news is about a separatist showdown in the United States. This is a statement from the U.S. State Department spokesperson on recent verbal attacks on Indian ambassador and journalists getting abused by separatist supporters. And we'll just read out that statement for you. The United States government condemns the recent violent incidents that have taken place during protests at Indian diplomatic facilities in the United States. The department supports First Amendment rights of protesters to engage in free speech. However, violence or threat of violence is unacceptable. Violence or threat of violence against diplomatic facilities and personnel in the United States is a grave concern and will not be tolerated. We are committed to taking all appropriate steps to protect the safety of these facilities and diplomats who work within them. Attacks against journalists are unacceptable. We condemn any incidents of violence against against a member of media for doing their job, and any act of vandalism against diplomatic facilities. That, again, is a statement that's been issued by the United States State Department spokesperson on recent verbal attacks on the Indian ambassador and journalists getting abused by separatist supporters. Now, we will be connecting right now to CNN News 18's Foreign Affairs correspondent Abhishek Jha. Abhishek, can you give us more context on the statement, please?
So many protests happening at this time around the world. And clearly, USA has expressed its own concern on these protests, that these protests cannot go on in the freedom of speech, in the name of freedom of speech. And this is what the US State Department has also said. And we know that this has been, for in the last few weeks, we have seen increased, such events happening in USA, in UK, in Australia, in Canada also. In that light, this statement is very important. Earlier also, and Jack Sullivan has expressed his commitment sought against these elements when USA Deputy High the USA's ambassador in India was told by the MEA about these Khalistani protests happening in various places in USA, and India has expressed its own concern about these protests and the safety and security of Indian mission and the Indian communities living in USA.